This is awesome and I love it. The Air Force is leaning into the UFO mystery. They are not even hiding it. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence Management, Aviation, or nim-A, which is responsible for identifying threats and vulnerabilities in the air, put up a new logo on their website on September 25th that shows a flying saucer just off the southeast corner of the US. They pulled it down 2 days later. This is a high-level, serious intelligence group, and to think that they would do this definitely raised eyebrows around the world. The flying saucer is likely tongue-in-cheek, but I think they are definitely trying to send a message. It even includes little holes for whoever or whatever is flying the thing to look out. This is Out There channel bringing you the latest in all sorts of dark, unknown, and mysterious subjects from around the world and through time. There's other aircraft on the logo which are flying over North America. The top one appears to be a missile and the rest are airplanes, all from adversary countries. Since nim-A is interested in airborne security threats, it would imply they think the flying saucer is a potential threat or at least needs to be investigated. In the last few years, the Navy has released video of UFO off the west and east coast of the US and have spoken to Congress about their observations. This may be the Air Force slyly throwing their head into the conversation. The nim-A spokesperson made a statement and said, "Nim Aviation erroneously posted an unofficial and incorrect logo. It's hard for me to think a serious intelligence department would make such a mistake. I think it was well orchestrated." What makes this even more interesting is that nim-A was involved in writing the preliminary assessment unidentified aerial phenomena last June, which was tasked to assess what UFOs are and if they pose a threat. So they are definitely interested in the phenomenon. At the end of the story, I'll show you another logo by the intelligence organization of Space Force that has its own alien-inspired influence. Military logos are often tongue-in-cheek, and I think this one was done in fun. Nevertheless, I believe there is a statement. I think it's to get the phenomenon more attention and let the world know they think it's a possible threat. After congressional hearings on the matter by the Navy and Defense Department, Congress and the military have removed many of the laws that had prevented whistleblowers with relevant information to come forward. The Air Force may be priming us for some of their own revelations. Now, about that other logo I mentioned earlier. Space Delta 18, which will run the new National Space Intelligence Center and is essentially Space Force's counterpart to nim-A, has their own interesting logo. It shows an Egyptian sphinx over the Earth looking into space. Anyone who's heard about the ancient astronaut or ancient alien theory knows what the symbol means. Basically, the theory states that aliens had built the Sphinx, Egyptian pyramids, and other great ancient structures all over the world thousands of years ago. It explains how ancient people accomplished engineering projects that seem miraculous given our current understanding of their technology. If you check out this link on the top right, you can see a video on this theory made by History Channel. Space Delta 18 will be tasked with helping Space Force identify and track threats in orbit. So this is another intelligence organization. Again, it's probably tongue-in-cheek, and the connection to aliens may be completely coincidental. Nevertheless, it caught my attention. To see more UFO stuff in the news, check out this video on my right, and to see how alien tech was used to make many of the technologies we use today, check out this video on my left.